program on Tuesday at 6 at the auditorium. And the junior high and senior high commencement and promotion respectively at 7 on Wednesday and Thursday. So we'd like you guys to participate in that and do the presentation of the diplomas. Julie's already, Mrs. Strong has already done a soft posting, so it won't be a problem for a public meeting. So yeah, if you have any questions on the ceremony, Miller's already got the program signed out. It should be a good program. How many are we graduating this time around?
6. You take 1 or 2 depending on
A lot of pressure. Parents holding the breath. No, thank you. Staffing is a busy time for that. Schools are hard at that. We're interviewing every week for different things and working towards that. As we get the staffing completed, the schedule kind of becomes easier to finalize. Pre-registration the potential nurse next 4 years, we wanted to pay attention to that. We qualified for a grant, to hire an additional nurse at the school, which we think could be beneficial. So we have a couple of qualified applicants. Have that too.
Is it full time?
Yeah, but it's I think it's a 1 year with or maybe subsequent years. Was it 1 year or was it a 2-year start? I think it was a 1 year.
1 year, and then if the grant renews it, then we would just keep going as long as the grant renews.
And is it an RN position or is it a
It's an RN
senior
position.
So that's
a requirement with the
a
grant.
chunk of pay.
Yes, it is. But they're funding it.
But they're funding
Because RNs are 40, 50 bucks an hour.
Yeah, but this isn't exactly an ER. We don't love Band-Aids and kisses. Yeah. But it is, yeah, RN. We got priority on it, I think, because of our location and some other factors, but they gave it to us. We can hire as soon as we can, but it looks like most of the places that were awarded weren't going to start until mid-July, which is the start of the fiscal year. They were looking at that. They sent us an email.
What's the chances of it being a renewable thing for very long?
I think it's probably good. They wouldn't commit except verbally, talk to the people that are running it down there. It's a state-funded grant, but they are using federal funds for it. I don't know. It's tough to say. We can't really commit, but the 1 year is totally open with the applicants. But it has been posted. I'm thrilled that we have. Weren't sure we would pick any, so that's a good thing. Commencement. Some may have heard that we shut down. I shut down. Responsibility for the elementary gym. There was some damage disturbed on that floor. May have mixed in. So you called to get it tested. Or it's compromised. That's typical. No reason. They haven't given me the final report. Even though there's comparison. It would be nice to make that for something. Principals have worked on it a little bit, something over time. So it's like a rubber whatever it is, it's not very big. It's a multi-purpose. They were using it for cafeteria. It's like that. Do you recall the quote you guys got on something
Clean, like, the way out there. 100,000.
It kind of messes everything up from the height of the hoops and the door threshold. Kind of take into consideration. So that's what it is. Other than that, okay, nobody was really that I mean. But I did want to bring this on the radar. Another item I hit you guys with is you can write it now. You don't have to. But an idea that we had around for I don't remember the original script for this idea. Or likely was potentially taking our school building and making it housing out of it, having a construction class like that. We want to be smart about how we do it. The thought behind this would give maybe make it housing. Now you guys about the housing. So, like I said, I'm looking out for your input, but no other distance. Simple thing. The construction class potentially remodel any funds that are say it's you want to kind of go it's $5-$60 that go back to the construction projects. So potentially looking at that, I don't know if we're ready to do that. Principal's kind of decided, but we got to get some things lined out. That would happen. Going through the board is definitely.
What happened to the construction process?
There is a encapsulated, so there is a question. It's in this stuff, ceiling, ceiling. But we have to see if it's going to disturb. So that's that would be one of those obstacles. I have to look and see what it is.
I would check on because for code, it'll have to be funded by market. But you're going to drop $10,000 on that. And it's going to make it cost investment because the size of the building going living for like put some ecosystems and stuff like that into that ties into the building.
Oh, and then here's the really downside. I don't remember the name of the movie, but what if we get somebody in there that just refuses to leave?
That's not a movie.
Oh, wait a minute. Andrew told me, as serious, that's I understand, like, it's a great thing to consider, but all things do have to be considered. And if someone's paying rent, then we're going to be limited to what we can limit them to. And there's a lot of things we want on school property.
Well, and I would say you reach out just for like a verbal thing, something like that. And then I would probably talk to you. You have to definitely do it through a realtor to cover our things. I mean, because there's a lot of there's a bunch of very areas. How's that considered? They look at that gifting public funds and it's even market value. All sorts of fun stuff. That's why I say you get a real all that kind of stuff.
Well, and see, they're in their own home. They're paying rent. It's their home. They slip in the shower. They can sue the school district because it's on school property. I know I'm a negative Nelly, but I worry about our liabilities.
Well, there's a whole bunch of things. I call them bridges, or what I'm calling single family building, and that's strictly what it's for. So it's a different set of laws. And your commercial, merging a school district or a public building with a residence, and then start getting into along with all that stuff, quota for ADA compliance and all that stuff once you step out of a single family dwelling. It gets crazy. It's stupid quick.
What are they being used for?
Storage.
Do we use them as storage, and are they? So if we used them for something else, we'd have to do something for storage.
Yeah, some of that stuff get rid of, auctions, you can move to another room. There's a room right across. A lot of it, I think, disposed of or sold at auction.
But I do think it's great to put some of that stuff with other sources of income that the school to offset some things. That's just some of my concerns. Sure. I appreciate thinking outside the box too.
Yeah, I agree. So I'll do that. Maybe I'll have it for the next meeting for you guys, just continue the conversation a little bit. But those concerns so far are real, but I do like the creative thinking, and it potentially, who knows, it might work, might not be a good fit for us at this time. At least we'll know about it. I agree with you.
I know other schools, construction classes and stuff have had projects of building sheds, of building houses off campus and things like that. I definitely like the idea of doing something like that.
The thought was that
Whether it's this or something else.
Yeah, recruiting teachers, which is a big concern everywhere. So I don't know if it would help or not. It may. So
I'm sure there's a few teachers that would help. I think the majority, at least here in Joseph City, I don't think it would help. But I do think that there's some that it would.
is there a housing shortage or something? We have people coming in because right now.
I think we have one teacher now. She has no concern.
She's sharing somebody with a community member.
So that was part of it. That we're so tight right now, maybe even. So I don't know. But I'll get a quote. I might need to draw it up. I'll go through all the storage and make sure. But there is existing plumbing. There is that asbestos, I know that is in there. And if it's secure, a lot of issues. We can start looking at it. I don't know if next school year is way too optimistic, but we can start looking at it.
Some existing plumbing is worse off than new plumbing.
Yeah, they have like toilets and right now they're really small. I remember. So those would have to be used. Okay, moving along here. We have an elementary roofing project that's going well, with the exception of the mechanical room. We have like the boilers and chiller pumps. That has some plywood damages and at least one raft, probably more damaged enough that it would be replaced. So that's in the works. That will be funded by the School Facilities Board. Met with them, and they don't receive their renewal funding until July. But until then, there is some contingency that they're going to use to dry it in, continue with the rest of that.
Something that has nothing to do with any of this, but an interesting fact I noticed. The workers cook out on the street by the dumpster. They have it looked like a Blackstone grill. Today they had the other day they were I thought it was interesting, I mean, poor guys, they're away from home, they want real food.
So, if you have any questions on that project, it seems to be going, the demo on it, that's it's 2 years of shingles. So there was a piece of fiber actually on that stage too. I don't know if we had a quote, Jason, you know, a quote, get that off of it.
No, we just tried our best to secure it up.
We were trying to find something. It's a main fiber line for us. But there's not much we can do with it. As long as they don't hit it, it won't be a problem. Anyway, they're doing some interior repair. Last one I had was had one thing left. Eric can probably give us an update. They still have one to do with the high school.
So, this is what happened with the restore program, water damage from leaks. They did our fax room and science room was completed. Just finished work on the gym. There was some water damage in the gym. And they have one room left that's cave rushes or other things, which they will start after. 3 weeks probably.
Do we have anything in place for this will continue? Because it's not like these are just boom, there's a leak. Get rotted wood, it's a long time. Season time. The fact that we have, it's not that was a freak storm. It was a it's a maintenance issue. Do we have any, new roofs? Are we going to do anything to keep an eye on them before we get into rotted joists and stuff like that?
Yeah, it is part of our good points. Part of our provision maintenance, and we should be up on the roof twice a year. Inspect. Depending on what I'm talking about, different causes of some ceiling damage.
That sounds from the HVAC.
Yeah.
And some from the other things, but it's still the same. Still isn't it's a maintenance issue than it is a whole crap issue.
Yeah, and so at least some of the cases, yeah, it's human error. But like at the elementary where we have some, there's like a crack around. That's a leak that came from a penetration. We hired, I think even prior to the superintendent, we hired roofers, all kinds of cars. There was like a block that some kind of unit used to sit on there to leak. We just could not get it to stop without tearing the whole thing down. But it just didn't rain enough to take the thing off. But in hindsight, yeah, we won't have that. This roof is a different style of roof on this penetration. But, yeah, we follow our preference. We should catch nearly, it's not all of them. But the ceiling tiles, they do steam too, so they're an expense like to avoid replace. Some of the stains in the ceiling tile come from pipes that will spread if they're not insulated properly, valves that make it slow gasket. And we do have a big campus, torn all different directions. And some of them can overflow tanks from condensation, so those can get full. But in a perfect world, we can catch them. So, but thank you for that, pointing that out. Unless you have questions on my report, be quiet until you ask me something.
Any questions? Okay. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that. Let's go to. Skips us down to consent agenda items. Item number 5. It's 5A through 5G, it looks like. Make a motion that we approve the consent agenda as listed.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Carson. Any discussion needed?
So on the road renewal, it's a 5-year contract, with just renewing the next phase of it, is that correct?
This is the fourth of 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And every year, renewal,
right,
so
right.
they can.
And after the 50th, we want to go on to rebate, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure because that is a big thing. You know, a lot of this is not getting the proper 3 bids on this stuff. With this additional grant money and having a hard time.
Anything else? Okay, vote Karsten? Dave?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's to personnel requests. 6. Okay, I'll make the motion that we approve the employee assignments, renewals, volunteers, and resignation as listed.
I'll second.
So we have a list and some here. Council.
Yeah, there's 3 of these that we gotta use. This is the first one.
Right.
Would you like me to list them?
Probably unnecessary. One request.
Any questions, any discussion needed for this one?
So 6, I just want to make sure that
We're on 6A.
only A, which isn't this list.
Part of it.
The
No, this is all
attachment is
resignations.
6B.
There's a few assignments.
6A's got this one, be specific. 6A's
Let's go
got
through.
3 assignments. Dustin Fish as skills USA. Caleb Labor as a seasonal worker for summer wage. Jim Stradling as a skills USA. There's a renewal of as a seasonal worker listed to student technology and inventory. Volunteers, there's a resignation of Dustin Fish as an agriculture and welding teacher. Andy Flory as a junior high school choir and drama teacher. Kara Hutchins as a kindergarten aide. Adam Dean as a science and math teacher. And Nicole Dean as an elementary school library.
That's right. Thank you.
How can you resign it?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's
He's resigned visits.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that-
something he's on this school year. I
Oh.
just failed to get it on this meeting. There's a little stipend.
Qualify for the study.
Okay, so it's,
I was hoping you kind of hooked it a little bit.
Keep it hooked on it. No, apparently he's smarter than the rest, I guess.
Yeah, we'll let you off the pace.
Any other questions about this?
I just wanted to make sure that everybody was right with this. And people follow it.
Okay. Peyton?
Yes.
Rhonda?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Karsten? Okay, that brings us to 6B, personnel appointment. Now it's the list that's in front of you. Has several seasonal workers, lifeguards, some teachers for a few different things.
Like our summer
Did we-
school.
That's good, we're already getting teachers for each year.
motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve personnel appointments as listed.
I'll second it.
There we go. I probably did skip it. Thank you.
You were specifying that, so we both got lost on a motion.
That's good. Yeah. Okay, so it's this paper. We have that broad now. All right. Any questions, discussion?
These were,
It's a bunch of different ones. There's several lifeguards on there. Yeah. There's a school secretary on there. There's a teacher, academic summer camp.
well, the one that draws my attention is the Adam Need when he's resigned.
So he, if anyone knows something different, please interrupt me, but is with this youth faith and family grant, was gonna do some astronomy, I believe, classes, or maybe he was part of the teaching class.
Astronomy.
Astronomy. If we have that, we have to get the equipment and stuff.
But how soon is that gonna happen?
During the summer.
Okay, because I know they're relocating.
Yeah.
If not, he becomes dry. So I guess.
So he has some time to do it. Okay.
At one time, we were looking at 2 elementary secretaries. Did that half, or is this, are we still looking at that? And this is only half of it?
Yeah.
They have to, there's 1 for Leanna, and the other. She just has to go.
So we're still looking for that?
The second.
The second what?
Secretary. Yeah.
Well, when he was saying, I couldn't hear.
Yeah, no.
That's why.
Right. Anything else?
Just out of curiosity, what are we still officially looking for next year?
I've got to, for me, I've got to fill Mr. Forey's vacancy, or at least a portion of that, and then have a couple of ag classes. That's all I lack.
We have a 3rd grade teacher, elementary teacher, and some aide positions. Librarian, and secretary.
We're ahead of, it seems like
The
normal.
district has a sped secretary.
Good job.
Wasn't us, it just worked for me anyways, it worked out really nice. We had a lot of people that applied that were competent, and I was excited, so.
Yes.
Thank you. Myself, yes. And yes. Carson, Paige. Everybody said yes.
Got it.
Okay, that brings us to 6C. Please.
I'll make a motion that we approve the personnel assignments of Trina Larson for junior senior high math and Sharon Spurlock for life.
I'll second it.
Further discussion? Call for the vote. Ms. Miller?
Staying.
Andrew, yes.
Yes.
Karsten? Dave?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, that brings us to action item 7A. Make a motion that we approve Region City School FY 2022 budget.
Who's second?
Nobody yet.
I'll second.
Eight seconds.
That's all you gotta do is.
Okay, so you should have the revised budget, part of your backup. You don't have any printouts?
No.
We already have that.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so this is, by law, we're doing this meeting or prior to now. Revisions have to happen this year, just to make sure everything's finalized. So, a lot of times, until the previous year is done, this stuff isn't done. So now it is, and this will be the final revision. You may have some questions about it. If you want to go through it, we can do that.
I was waiting around. Questions?
So we're carrying over 800,000 from last year and put it in, so do we have any projections we're carrying from this year to next year?
We know that we'll be once we get this budget done, we start on next year's and getting that all worked out. Yeah. So that's part of our prepping for potentially phasing down on override. So.
Did I understand you say the carryover will be close to the 800,000?
That's what I anticipate. I'll go on record of saying that. Now, this includes, what this does include is the ESSER funds, not the APS money that they've sent to us for transition.
So So it includes the ESSER fund, the 2 million and somewhat change?
No, not exactly. It includes,
It includes.
because of the ESSER funds, we didn't have to spend as much of our M&O money, is probably a more precise way to say it. So there's that, and then the override. So those two together, it's kind of adds up together to make that $867,000.
We have spent some of the ESSER funds, that was in our last meeting, we had a breakdown of it, a lot of it in technology, software.
I thought we needed something from that.
Well, this carryover is just maintenance and operation, it's not ESSER,
So
but,
ESSER is not included in.
but it's a bigger, correct, but it's a bigger number than we might otherwise expect, because instead of having to use M&O to buy certain things, we're able to use ESSER money, so
So ESSER gets a little bit of a surplus.
that's
That's what I
it is.
wanted, yeah, I was a savings account.
Thank you for that. Right, so, my mistake.
Anything else? Okay. Andrew? Yes. Karsten?
Yes.
Dayton?
Yes.
Yes.
Self? Yes. Seven B, make a motion, possible approval of bid award for special education services.
I'll second it.
This is something that Mr. Mills and Mrs. Strong have been working on for a while now. They had brought to bid because they expected it to be higher, but they've got it all summed up here. So I don't know if they want to add anything, but it's listed in your agenda item. Expensive stuff, but it's important stuff.
And we're going with a little bit on that.
I've been the only bid on some of them.
Yeah, which is why we're going with multiple vendors. We're splitting it up into the different components and going with the lowest on, because some people might be the lowest here in, say, psychology services, higher in counseling. So that's why it splits up into different vendors.
Probably saved us a little bit by you
Yeah,
guys doing that.
for sure.
Is this the best way to do it?
Yeah.
I know a lot of places try different things because of the expense. It's, yeah, it's a tough thing to do.
And you guys are cool with only getting part of it?
We're getting what we need.
I mean, but the vendors, they're all right.
Yeah, it's pretty common practice to do it this way.
Have we notified them yet? Or talked to them about their award? Okay.
I believe, if I understood correctly, we're gonna have one more counselor at the school next year than we had this year. Is that,
I haven't seen the final numbers, we discussed that.
We've allocated more hours counseling. Now, whether that turns out to be another person or 2 part-timers or whatever, that's,
but there'll be more sessions available?
Yes.
We need more sessions.
Yes.
Counseling? Yes. I might start seeing.
Exactly.
Don't love yet? The white belt. Yes.
Dayton? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Myself, yes. Discussion item. Any discussion item? Don't know anything.
On the agenda? Oh,
Where we're at. Discussion. Let's see. So that brings us to education. Yeah, this is where you have.
Yep. So these are new curriculum members for next year. Yeah, public display. 60 days. Oh, online.
And on your board books, there, links are there, and they're also on the website. You can go to schools, and the drop-down menu says curriculum under textbook.
Who suggested, requested these
All these books, yeah,
based on information from the teacher as to what they thought would be best?
Yeah, we currently have a 6th grade math book, and then 7th and 8th grade math books were there when I started teaching 15 years ago. So
Math doesn't change. I'd say 1
2
plus 1
plus
is 6.
2 is
that
4.
imagine junior high kids with the same textbook. So there's
A lot of germs.
So we purchased a new math textbook for the high school last year. These are all that same, it's the same company. All follow
Just
step by step.
So we're not really changing.
It's a different company than our old math textbook, although it covers the same.
Sometimes the exam.
Yes. That's only good.
Now I have to read it.
So all they take a different worded sentence. They're used to a fourth.
It's the same topic, but.
Very little.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Okay, then we have request for agenda item. We're up to events. The next regular school board scheme. I won't be here.
Gee, what a surprise.
I don't even know what to say. Well, my aunt, my kids were cruise and send us another
Whatever.
Probably got that wrong.
She still loves me.
She must.
I know.
The same.
I don't want.
Pretty sure I won't be
Yeah. Might have another anniversary yet.
They're gonna miss the ceremony that you does know it. Must be stuff. Might make it good, so.
We usually, I haven't been to, we don't.
Oh, that's, yeah.
But if, in case we all show up.
Yeah, typically you don't have, smokers, you don't have the board on the stage. Unless.
Yeah.
I thought we were doing away with that.
Well, I go, that's the only reason I go.
You going up once before?
Are you guys
Oh, I'll
planning
watch
on
it.
you get a promotion? I know you'll be there for high school graduation. Promotions, sometimes you only have 2 or 3, I'm just curious.
I didn't know it was optional. I thought it was.
Or maybe there's just.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Cheers for you.
A couple years ago, that was like situation. No, we have it's a good opportunity to put a game behind the kindergarten when you're not. You don't.
What? Are we in adjournment? Okay. Nate?
All right,
Sounds
we
like
have
a referee. Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Okay. Yeah, Andrew, Carson, Nate, Ron.
Oh, you betcha.